You could not ask for a better day weather-wise than today here in sunny Pennsylvania. Yes, it is sunny. We have a nice breeze blowing, which is going to work in our favor. The temperature is 75 degrees. I mean, this is perfect. Perfect weather for a disc review. I'm Aaron Jamison, and this is Chain Raider Disc Golf. I was recently in need of a new mid-range. I wanted a mid-range that I could hit with a bunch of power and not worrying about it pulling to the right before you get that fade. I wanted one that could stand up to the breeze or to wind trying to bully it. I literally wanted a bullet that I could hit a tunnel and just know it's going to stay straight. I wouldn't get any sideways action, no left or right play. So I was looking and looking. Found these right here. The Axiom Pyro. All the ones that I saw were pretty heavy, and you can feel the weight in hand. This one is 177, and this one is 178 grams. I have thrown this one a few times. This is still brand new. It's got a little bit of, it's seen a little bit of action. So I wanted to review these today properly, now that we got a nice headwind blowing. So let's get into this, the Axiom Pyro. Okay, chains are down there, 156 feet if that's correct. A little arrow. The wind is blowing from the west and it's bringing in this amazing weather. So it's coming this way. I haven't thrown yet today. I haven't even stretched. I haven't done anything. Let's just jump right into this thing. I guess we'll start with the 177 gram and then go to the 178 gram. And these things just, I don't think I can pull it to the right. All right, 178. Oh. Hit the tree. So rather than going straight at the chains, I'm trying to go for that gap in the middle of those two trees. I just say try. I'm going to go for the gap. I'll never say try. See the trees blowing around? Got that headwind going on. A little bit more on it this time. There you go. Looks like that wind kind of kicked it down a little bit. That's a putt. The other two that I threw were both putts, about 20 feet or so, if that. This one's 140 feet straight ahead. Right there in between those two trees. Putter shot all day. To get to those chains, I'm going to have to put this on a little bit of an anhyzer or go around that tree on the right. Can I just tell you, that is so freaking annoying. Big old metal splinter right where the bottom of the disc lays in my hand. It's really annoying. Okay, so I really should work on these shots more where you do the anhyzer release. I usually just grab the disc that does the job, something understable. But that's not always the case on certain fairways, and you get in certain predicaments. You might want something that comes and flexes back. So let's try it. We'll anhyzer release, see what happens. See if I can get it to flex in and sit by the chains. you go. Ah, that's a putt right there. Try it again. Put a little too high. Not enough. So that one didn't have enough anhyzer. Okay, around the tree on the right, have it fade in. Flat release, can't talk today. Flat release, no hyzer, and just send it around that tree 140 feet away. That is really getting on my nerves. Oh man, that went way by. Slow it down a little bit. Wider. That's in there. I had to go wider. If I put a little bit too high, because it hit that tree branch. I like that disc. This orange one on that one was circle's edge. The yellow one was 10 feet. Okay, once again, 140 feet away, I'm gonna go straight at the chains. Flat release, no hyzer, no anhyzer, and we'll see if it can get there or if it wants to turn before it even gets there. I should say fade. This disc will not turn to the right. It wants to get out and get left. Yep. Got a little skip action there. Try it again. I'm gonna put more on it. There you go. Well, that one buzzed the tower. If I would have dropped it lower, it probably would have went in the chains. But it got past the chains, and then it started doing the fade. I threw my berg down right here, so between, I guess, that sign and this berg, I'm going to launch from right in here. And I'm going backwards, these chains. Chains are straight ahead, down in there. What I want to do with this, because of how much fade it has, I want to send it out here and see if I can get it to actually get over. I should probably look at the camera when I talk, because I don't have a microphone as of yet. I'm going to send it out to the right and get it to fade on in and see if it actually gets there. Did you hear me that time? It's windy and I'm talking facing that way. Ugh. Okay, orange one up first. Or peach, that's more of a peach. Guess the rim would be orange. There we go. Okay, down this side here. That's a tight gap. So I gotta get through those two. And then over on the left, there's two more. I gotta get around them. I love shots like this. And the head breeze, or wind. You can probably hear it. Nope. Hey. That was actually a good kick because it sent it towards the chains. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to put it on some hyzer. I think it needs more height. Definitely needs more height. Because it's wanting to chop down too quick. All right, this time I'm going to try to give it more height, and then when we get done here, we're going somewhere else. I want to muscle these things, hit them as hard as I can into the headwind to see if at all they want to drift right before they fade left. All right, one more time here. I'm going to give it some more height, see if it gets in there. No. I missed the gap. Can I do it? There you go. Boom. That's 5 feet from the chains. You don't believe me? Let's go take a look. There you go. 10 feet. That was perfect. Gave it the height it needed. It hit, got a little skip action, and boom, boom, boom. There you go. Holding a tripod with my left hand. Putting with a pyro in my right. There you go. I positioned myself directly into the headwind. So I gotta wait till it builds up, and then I'm gonna smash on these. What I wanna see is if that wind bullies these pyros at all. I don't think it will, but who knows? I mean, I have a deflector at home from MVP, and the wind doesn't even phase that disc. And these are very similar to the MVP deflector. And if you didn't know, Axiom is like the under branch of MVP. It's like their spin-off, because they wanted this with brighter colors, and with MVP they wanted to keep it simple with the black gyro thing around the outside rim. Okay, I'm gonna dump on these, send them out into the headwind. We'll see what happens. Gotta wait for that headwind. I'd be sitting here for a half hour waiting on a headwind. Who waits on a headwind? Yeah, I'm standing here waiting to take my putt. I'm waiting for a headwind. You're on the launch pad, and they're like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm waiting for a headwind." All right, while I'm waiting on this headwind, I'm just gonna launch them. Almost had a mid-air collision down here with this guy. He's throwing from over here. All right, throw the yellow one. Waiting on headwind. Waiting on headwind and this guy. There's a breeze blowing, it's got no effect on them things. There's the headwind. These aren't the farthest flying discs. That's not why I got them. I got them because I want them to stay straight down the fairway or whatever and get that reliable fade. I don't want them turning over, and they're not. Here comes that wind. There you have it. They don't turn over. One thing I have been doing is working more on my forehand, sidearm, flick, whatever it is you call it. Cool thing about these discs, they are flat. Very flat. So they are good for sidearm. Let's try it. The little Popeye wind up. A lot of wobble. Someday I will fix the wobble problem the more I flick, or sidearm, or forehand. One of the three. What do you call it? All right, we're gonna do a flick again. This time I'm gonna put the good old chop on it. karate chop. Basically, if you don't know, it's an anhyzer and it will flex out of it. Because when you're throwing a flick or a sidearm or forehand, the disc, instead of fading left, wants to fade to the right. So if you want to see a video on all that, scroll below. All right, full chop. What am I doing wrong? Let's try it again. Put more on it. Too much chop? I don't know. I think I need to calm down my angle. I think I'm a little too aggressive with the chop. Try it again. Please forgive me, I'm not much of a forehander. Flicker, sidearmer. A little bit better. Try it again. There you go. That wobble drives me nuts. I usually like to see how well a disc will hyzer flip, maybe even hyzer flip and turn over. Yeah, right, okay. Not with these. These are not gonna hyzer flip. Now my uplink will, but not these. So the next best thing is the big arcing anhyzer. Slip out of my hand. Slip right out of my hand. Try it again. Yeah, they fight out. They fight out nicely. I got two guys playing down towards me, so it's gonna launch them one more time. Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe I'll get an ace. We'll see. Here we go. Whoops. We know this really fades left, so I'm gonna put it out here. And the funny thing is that the wind changed direction. It's swirling. We got a headwind again. That came out with a little bit of hyzer. All right, let's get up close and personal with the Axiom Pyro. I really do like this disc. I've been enjoying it. The flight rating's right there. That's actually better like that, huh? 540 2.5. It's got a very nice feel. The bottom is not sharp at all like some discs are. It's got a great feel to it. It's a little deep, not too bad. I mean, all in all, this is a great disc. Yeah, this is not sharp at all. It feels so good. Now some, like my EMAC Truth, when you grab a hold of that, there's like a jagged edge on it. What's that called? The flashing. So if you want yourself a disc that can withstand the wind, stays nice and straight for you, and gets you a reliable fade. If you're a righty, if you're a lefty, your fade will be like this. Get yourself the Axiom Pyro. And this is in the Prism Neutron plastic. All right, there you have it. Well, that does it for the Action Pyro. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I gotta say, if you are looking for a disc like this that is overstable, it stays straight, so it's stable, and you get that reliable fade, you're gonna want to get yourself one of these. Glad I did. And just don't buy one, you gotta buy two. You gotta get that backup in case something happens. This one, you know, gets a little beaten in. I don't see this ever getting flippy. I don't see it happening ever. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If so, feel free to hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe and scroll on down. Check out what other videos we have on here. We have a ton, and a whole bunch more coming as well, and a new camera, microphone setup. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to be having some good times right here on Chain Raider Disc Golf. All right, I am Aaron Jamison. This is Chain Raider Disc Golf. Until next time, hope everybody is staying strong, staying safe, and most of all, God bless. Take care. The Pyro.